Hey guys, welcome to Double D's RCs. So I have a buddy that I work with, and he picked up this body for his Red Cat Racing Lightning EPX Drift, I think it is. It is a I think it's a Protoform, and it is a 1971 Camaro. So we're gonna give it a go. It looks pretty cool. I definitely like this style car in real life, so hopefully we can get it to turn out pretty good. The colors that he chose are going to be a green, metallic is what it looks like. Tamiya is the paint that we're going to use. Part number is PS17. And then we're going to do some sort of racing stripes, probably 2 we're going to try for, and see how that goes. I think it'll be cool. That's a PS1 for white. So first step was, it came out of the bag, you know, brand new, where it has a bunch of extra plastic around the base here. So we have to use Lexan scissors or some sort of scissors to cut all the excess out. So what we did was a rough cut. So around the wheel wells is you know, really rough right now, and then we cut out the bottom, which is really rough, but we're going to clean it all up. The reason we did it this way is when you mount it on the chassis, it's easier to mount it before it's painted and everything. And it's also easier to fit on if you cut out the wheel wells and cut off the excess plastic, so you can see how low it sits and things like that. After we cut it out, we laid it on top of the chassis, which I don't have out here to show you, but I think you get the idea. And you see where the body posts sit. So since it's clear, you can see that where exactly the body posts sit when you set it down on your chassis. Now you just take a marker and you mark where the body posts come up. At that point, you take your body hole reamer, which looks like this in most cases, and you just essentially ream out the holes until you get them as big as you would like, as big as the post will fit through there, you know, pretty tight but not super tight, and then you just adjust it as needed. So now what we're going to do next is use the Lexan scissors. These are curved scissors, okay? They have a curved tip on the edge here, and we're going to just go ahead and clean up all the wheel wells and get it to be a little bit cleaner. And then after that, we're going to scuff the body and you know, mask out some things with some tape. So now I got it cut out better than before. All the wheel wells, this is trimmed up better here. Front end is trimmed up better. Back end also trimmed up pretty well. So I think what I'm going to do next is take a Dremel tool of some sort and really get into these wheel wells here, because there's still some edges, some snags that I just can't really get clean with scissors or anything. So I'm going to try a Dremel with maybe a sanding drum or something and see if I can get that to work. And I don't know, I've never used that technique before. I've always just cut them with scissors because I mainly do truck bodies that are going to be flipped and crashed and smashed, where this is going on a drift car. So it's definitely crashes, you know, but it's not really going to flip. But I'm trying to make it look a little bit cleaner than just my basher bodies. I have painted you know, a few other drift bodies, But hopefully this one turns out really nice. I think it will. So this is another project that we're going to be doing soon here. Dave's going to start cutting the body out on this one here. It's going to be a badass buggy. It's made by Proline, so keep looking for this one. It's going to be a video coming up soon. Alright guys, so we're at the step now where we're going to scuff the body on this thing. What we're going to use is Scotch-Brite, and I'm just going to scuff the whole bottom of the body here, the inside, not the outside, but I'm not going to scuff the windows at all. Those will be prepped. Most of these bodies come with pre-cut out windows and stuff, as far as stickers, decals, to cover it, to keep them clean for when you lay down your paint. But I want to scuff everything else to get the paint to adhere properly and stay on there for hopefully a long time. Alright, we got the body scuffed to my liking. I'm going to use this here Dremel, and me and power tools usually don't end too bad, but we'll see. Yeah, so we're going to give it a whirl and hopefully not destroy this body. Alright, we have it sanded, scuffed up. I got the window decals on, or masks. I got some stripes on there. They're about as good as I'm going to be able to do here. I think they look pretty decent. I tried to get it close to what the original paint scheme was. I'm not that good at striping, but I think it's going to turn out okay. I think it looks decent, you know. So next step is to put some paint on there. We're going to do the green first, and then we're going to peel the stripe masks off and do white. And we'll see how many coats it's going to take and how it's going to turn out, but I think it's going to look pretty damn good. Okay, we have everything masked off. Now we're going to go ahead and lay down some paint. We're going to start off with the green metallic. This is the part number. And we're going to start off with a light coat. Alright, I got the green painted. I have the masking taken off, as far as not the windows but the stripes. And now I'm going to go ahead and spray down some white paint to do the stripes. It's going to be PS1 by Tamiya. Once again, I'm going to do light coats just to kind of ease it on. Alright, so I have it pretty good. I think that's about as good as I'm going to do. Let's see here. So the parts that I had difficulty with were this rear spoiler here, and the headlight buckets. Little indentations were kind of tough to get to, but overall I think it's good. I like it. I think he'll be happy with it. A little bit of bleed through right around the inner parts of the lines or the stripes, but I think I like it a lot. It turned out nice. After it gets completely dry and set up, I'm going to take off the window masks, and then we're going to take off the film on the other side and apply some decals. So here it is after the stripes are on. It turned out good. I like it a lot. I think it looks really good. A couple of things to notate. Like I said, I haven't painted too many bodies, so I'm still learning quite a bit. But a couple of things here. When I was making these lines, you can see where I had my X-Acto knife a little bit past the tape here. I don't know if it shows up on the camera, but little scrapes and stuff. And then I screwed up back here on this top section. You can see some chips from where I had touched it when it was still wet, like a dumbass, but it's not the end of the world. And you can see some of the swirls. So a few recommendations learning for the next body is when you're scuffing the body, I thought I had it smooth, but apparently it wasn't smooth enough. So some of those swirls showed up, which I'm not too happy about. But overall, being that I'm still very new to this, it turned out well, and I hope my buddy likes it. I like it, but it's going to be his body, and hopefully he's happy enough with it. Well, I got some of the decals on. Looks good. I like it. We'll see how it looks after he puts it onto his chassis. But overall, I'm happy, and I hope he is too.